What's going on, YouTube? This your boy LY. I got something that I want to speak on. At this point, I want to explain how in professional sports, having a belief in something that you believe in and then act upon that causes national attention is frowned upon in Major League sports. Let me explain to you what I mean by this. Currently, we are watching the entire NFL take a stance on Colin Kaepernick because Colin Kaepernick took a stance on something he believed in and expressed his belief. Now, to understand that, the fact is that professional sports does not want you to stand out in your belief. Here's another example. Tim Tebow, religious belief, stood strong and wore his belief on his sleeve, and unfortunately the NFL did not take kindly to that. Prime example, the Denver Broncos didn't have to trade Tim Tebow when they got Peyton Manning. Tim Tebow would have been a great understudy to Peyton Manning. But Tim Tebow took full on, head on, the world when it came to his religious belief. He prayed after every touchdown. He did what was necessary to fulfill himself in his belief. You can't deny the talent. Denver wasn't winning until they put him in and he took them to the playoffs, and then the next year they traded him because they got Peyton Manning. So that is what it is. But the NFL did not want focus on his belief. So he got chances here and there until it washed away and it became a non-story. Craig Hodges took a stance on a belief. Now we're talking NBA. Because of his religious belief, he was also blackballed by the NBA. He became a Muslim. This was his belief. But again, if that belief turns into media attention, professional sports does not want it to be viewed that way. So they put a stop to it as quickly as possible and hope that the story fades away. Another basketball player, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, had a religious belief. In his prime, some of his prime years was taken away because the NBA did not want to stand behind that religious belief. It did not want to be portrayed that way, especially if national media attention got drawn to it, and what the league was doing seemed to be, in retrospect, or better yet, should I say, because of the actions taken by this religious belief. It didn't want to seem that it was being proactive. I'm sorry, it didn't want to be seen being reactive versus proactive. Because if they call it being reactive, then it seems like they're not standing up for the belief. It wants you to believe that, hey, you are welcome to your belief, but this is causing a commotion in our community. You are causing a commotion in our community, which brings us back to Colin Kaepernick. Right now, the NFL sees that he is causing a ripple in our community. The NFL is a community of its own. And right now, whether anybody wants to admit it or believe it or agree with it or disagree with it, it is completely up to you. But the truth is this: Colin Kaepernick is being punished for his belief. It's just that simple. You can't take away the fact that right now Colin Kaepernick is being punished for his belief. He stood for what he believed in. The NFL is not going to say that they don't believe in what he believed in, but they're not going to say they support what he believes in either. So at this point, You have an organization that is taking a stance by pushing out what it feels is the only issue, when the NFL itself denying what it believes in, whichever side it believes in. To the paying public that supports it so well, is disappointing. Take a stance. Be honest. Speak about why this man does not have a job right now. Is the NFL strong enough to do it? Is professional sports strong enough to do it? I doubt it. And until it matters most to a team's pocketbooks, Colin Kaepernick will remain out of a job.